Aloha guys and welcome. My name is Joseph Marek. I'm an admissions officer here at the University of Hawai, West Oahu. I want to welcome you folks and thank you for joining us on this campus tour. It's a 360 tour, so feel free to go up and move it around and check out the different views of the campus. I'm going to be pointing to some things, so feel free to check that out. Behind me is the entrance of our campus, right off of Farrington Highway. To my right we have our visitor stalls, so you can park there. We also have an overflow lot here on my back left hand side. What's really cool and the highlight of our campus that I like to tell students is that our parking is free. And that's one of the coolest things about coming to a university where you don't have to worry about parking, you don't have to worry about traffic. You're actually coming to the opposite of traffic. So one of the things that I really liked as a student here, and I graduated, which is why I love this campus so much. I came back and I'm working here, so really awesome, and really hope that you could join us as a student here as well. As we're walking down this main pathway, to my left hand side we have the construction, so you hear all these sounds, but the construction of our health sciences and administration building. So our chancellor's offices are going to be located in there. More importantly, we're going to grow a lot of our health sciences and health programs. So some awesome cool things coming up from West Oahu. On my right hand side we have the campus center. Now this is the part of the campus that you want to get familiar with. My office is there, more importantly, and everything from admissions, financial aid records is going to be housed over there on my right hand side at the end south side of that hallway there. But as we're walking, campus center is 2 stories. On the second floor we have our multi-purpose room where a lot of the events, activities for the freshmen, there's freshman orientation that happens in there. For the transfer students, some other transfer opportunities for you to come on campus, meet your classmates, meet your faculty and your staff. So some cool opportunities. And then on the right hand side we also have our student lounge. So student lounge houses everything from student government, student life, clubs, if you want to join a club, if you want to start a club, some of the cool things there. Then we also have our bookstore on the second floor, one of our larger classrooms. Here at West Oahu, a lot of our classrooms max out at 40 students. On average about 21 students per class. So if you like that small, independent, but also one-on-one interactive, working with your professors, working with your classmates, that's one of the highlights of being a student here on campus. We're a small university, but you get that sense of aloha and the ohana feeling here. To the back of me, we have our campus lawn. It's a great lawn and we house a lot of the other events here. I graduated, had commencement here on this lawn. But as I mentioned, if you look in front of me, we have our construction. So it's coming up, a lot of good growth. Also on that side, you'll see the rail station and its current phase is being constructed. We're having a rail station stop on our side of the freeway of Koalakai Parkway, and then on the opposite side, that's where the permanent rail station is going to be located. But what's super cool is that we're going to have more parking stalls and more access for our students to utilize the rail. So we're going to be walking down here. We're going to be walking towards the library, and I really like the library, number one because it's air conditioned, but it's also a great way for students to go and hang out in between classes, to study, utilize our systems and the computers in there. And also we have the No-AL Center and tutoring, testing, and workshop center in there. So really cool highlight for the students. So we're walking on here. As I mentioned, campus center building, behind me, the great lawn. We're coming into the library.
Hi everyone, my name is Lehua and I will be giving you folks a tour of our library today. So follow me. So as you can see, we have quite a bit of space down here. On my left are just a few leisure couches where students can come to hang out, eat snacks, work on their desktops, just take a break from the day. getting out of the heat, hanging out in the AC. Here on my right, you can see our circulation desk. So the circulation desk is where we come if we're borrowing books or need to purchase a copy card in order to print in our library. On my right, you'll also see our references desk. Our librarians sit here, and they all specialize in different subjects, and they are great resources to use if you are trying to find online research to include within an academic paper. So what's awesome is they've just launched a new website at uhwo.hawaii.edu/library. So check it out. And it's super effective, super functional, a great thing to use if you are, like I said, trying to find online research. And if you come to a librarian, ask for help, they can use our website to navigate you through different search engines online to help you find the information you're looking for. And then you might have noticed on my left, just a whole row of computers, desktops that our students can use and are limited exclusively to UH West Oahu student use. So you'll need your username and password to get onto those desktops. And students can use those computers just for leisure time if you have time in between classes and for academic use such as homework. Now here in the back of our library is one of our hidden gems. So we call this the Ulu'ulu Archive. So let's take a look in here. You see all of our different monitors, different screens. You might have noticed that the lighting changes a little bit in here and it gets a little darker so that you can see our huge Ulu'ulu Archive theater space, which is super cool and something new that we've implemented here on campus. And we use this area for different things such as presentations, when we have guest speakers, and sometimes our chancellor will come and give her speeches in here as well. But this area is primarily known as our Ulu'ulu Archive. And what our archive staff is doing here is taking VCR film and transferring that film online and posting it online for our students to utilize. And the purpose of that is because we live on an island, the salt air really deteriorates the VCR material. So what they're doing is taking that information, posting it online so that we don't lose that valuable historical information and that our students can utilize that in different research projects that they might be working on. So this is our Ulu'ulu Archive, which is the end of our West Oahu Library, the downstairs area. So what we're gonna do now is take you folks upstairs and have a look at that. So follow me. So this is one of two stairwells. To get upstairs, you can either go from the front or from the back. And you might have noticed while we're walking around a lot of different pieces of art on the wall. And we actually have a UH West Oahu Art Committee that discusses different types of art to place on campus and where they should place them. So we're gonna start at the back of our second floor. As you can see, it extends pretty far back. There's all this space here. Super comfortable chairs if you're just trying to hang out. And you might have noticed that it's a little quieter up here. And the reason for that is this back area is our quiet study area. So students who really value independent work, they'll come back here if they need a real quiet place to study away from all kinds of distraction. But you can also, as students, use this back room, as you can see on my left. Those two rooms there are study rooms that students can reserve as long as they have a UHWO ID. And then this computer lab that you can see behind me is used for various things. So professors can reserve the room for their classes if they need computers to use for like a day. But if there isn't anyone in there and there's no one who's reserved the rooms, students can actually do group study in there and work using those computers. So that's super cool. I've used it a couple times and it's really effective when you're trying to do group work online. Okay, so that's the back end of our upstairs. So now let's kind of take a look at the the rest of our second floor. So you might have noticed that our downstairs is lacking in the books, but they're all up here. So up here we have shelves of different book resources, and it's a little smaller than your normal or your larger libraries, but we have tons and tons of great material, a lot of them written by our professors, and which is super cool to utilize in different research. As you can see on my right, similar computers and printers as to the first level of our library, but I find that a lot of students like to come up here, and it might be because our second floor can be a little louder, so they do more group work up here as well. I personally like to sit on the second floor for this purpose in general. So as you can see, we have this great looking window that looks out onto our great lawn, and when I'm studying, especially here on these additional desk areas. So as you can see, we have outlets for personal computers, personal electronic usage, and we have similar looking desks and space area downstairs. So much room for individual study. And when I am studying and I need a break and I'm tired of looking at my computer screen, I look up and out at the weather we're having, and sometimes I even catch our intramural guys practicing, so that's super cool and a good way to take a break when you're studying and kind of just need a little time to relax. So we can come this way. So now we're nearing the front area of our library, and here we are one of, or maybe our second hidden gem that we have on campus, and it's probably our coolest, most crucial part of our UH West Oahu campus, and I just want to give you folks a look. So this is our Noeau Math and Writing Tutoring Center. So as you can see, we have all of these open tables for group study, and then you might notice behind me we have computers, and then there's a couple of computers in the corner in front of me, but this is actually where I work. So I'm a writing and business tutor, so I'm in here majority of the time while I'm on campus, and we offer 3 different services. So we have tutoring services, and we tutor in a variety of subjects: math, writing, psychology, sociology, anthropology, almost everything that you might need tutoring for, we can tutor. The second service we offer is testing. So you might see in front of me, this is our testing office, and what that's for is if you are unable to make an exam date in class, you can communicate that with your professor, and you folks can schedule to have your test taken here, right across the hall in our testing room, which we've been able to get a few more computers in there, so we have a little bit more space, and we're able to accommodate a few more students than usual. And the third service that we offer is workshops. So we offer workshops such as writing formatting, so APA, MLA, and then just your general workshops on stress management, time management, and such. And we can either do that in the center or in class. So sometimes we tell professors don't cancel class, have a workshop. So we'll go to class and present a workshop for the 80-minute period. And in addition to those 3 general services that we offer, we have this awesome free food table in the back, and we always have free peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So we get a lot of traffic in here just for peanut butter and jelly. All right, so that was our Noeau Testing Center, or Tutoring Center, and that basically concludes the tour of our library. So you've seen our first floor, our references desk, our archive area, our theater area, our quiet space for those of you who really value independent study, and most importantly, our Noeau Center. So for those students who are trying to get an A or are A students, you can come in there and study with a tutor. So that concludes our tour, and enjoy the rest of your folks' day.
my name is Jalen. I am a student here at the University of Hawai, West Oahu. I am a senior who is studying marketing here on campus. I've enjoyed my years here at UH West Oahu, and I know you will too. So the building I'm going to be taking you to is our laboratory building. So you can see right behind me. The other building that I won't be walking to that I'll actually talk about is our mechanic maintenance building. And in that building is also our campus security. So we do have campus security roaming 24/7, and you'll see them on their golf carts, you'll see them in their uniforms, so students here feel safe, especially at night classes. If you don't feel comfortable walking to your car or walking to another class building, you can definitely give them a call and they'll give you a ride, or they may walk with you. You'll also see behind me our emergency notification poles. There are many on campus, so if students are feeling ill or they need help right away, they can go ahead and press the call box, and security or help will come their way. So we are now entering our laboratory building. You'll be seeing quite a few things on the left and the right side. On the left side of this building, you'll see that there are conference rooms, as well as offices for the lecturers and professors. On the right side, you'll see classrooms. We do have multiple labs here, the environmental lab, the physical lab. Upstairs on the second floor, which I won't be walking to, has our chemistry lab, our core stimulation labs. So all that good stuff is in this building for science courses. Another cool thing in this building that I'll be showing you is our creative media lab. So there are a bunch of cool stuff in this lab. There is the high-tech equipment in there, 3D printers, Mac computers that a lot of students will work on for their homework, their projects, their films. So you'll be seeing a lot of our stuff displayed in the community. So it's a great place to be. Now I'm walking towards our organic student farm, or student garden. It's called our mala. Hey guys!
Hey!
What's up?
Hey Jalen. Hi guys, my name is Josiah. I'm studying in marketing and management.
And my name's Dustin. I'm studying in management.
So what we're going to do is just walk you through the student organic garden. It's a very simple garden per se. As you can see behind us, there is, to the right, there are banana trees. To this left over here, you can see the plumeria as well as the shack that holds a bunch of the tools that we use in order to harvest the fruits, vegetables, and herbs and other plants that we have in here. But as you can see, as we're walking through this aisle right here, to my right hand side, you can see some kalo. To my left hand side, you can see some lettuce as well as some butternut squash. Something cool about the garden is that we have weekly harvest days. So anyone on campus, including students, faculty, staff, can just come on campus, come to the garden, and harvest whatever is available to harvest for that week, take it home, put it in their meals and whatnot. As you can see right in front of us, there is the hale. Dust, did you want to say something about the hale?
Yeah, so the hale's name is Hale Kuahu o Kalani, which means altar marker of the sun. And what we use this primarily for is for yoga, as well as teaching different classes. Some classes will be held in here, as well as some of the different workshops we have, including the harvest that Sai was talking about. And I think that's about it in terms of uses that we have.
So you can just look around. This is the hale on the inside. There are a bunch of benches located all around, as well as la hala mats, primarily used for when the classes or the workshops are being held in here, as Dustin said earlier.
So if you look straight in front of us, you'll see this giant tiki looking thing. What it's used for is to mainly dry certain materials such as tapa and other plants and stuff, I believe.
So as you can see to the right hand side, more plants, vegetables, some green onions, more lettuce, some lavender bushes as well. Lavender smells nice. And right above us, where Dustin is walking through, is guava and some papayas. He's leading me through the way.
Thank you.
And that was the garden. We are going to be walking to the classroom building now. It is to our right hand side. We just have to walk around this little shrub bush. And as you can see right in front of us, there's this road. This is the fire lane. And this lane is used for fires, obviously. But also when people are coming down from the parking lot, it's a really easy way to access the classroom building because you don't have to cut through the main campus. You can just take this back road. And so this is the back end of the classroom building. We will be walking through stairs on both sides of the building. So this is one stairs on this side to my left. And this is the classroom we will be entering. So thank you guys. So Dust, can you open the door for me? Yeah. So this is the classroom that we're walking in.
Oh, hey Maya.
Oh, hey Maya.
How are you guys?
Good, good.
Alright guys, so I'm going to take you a look at one of our classrooms at UHWL. So all the classrooms are kind of structured like this, where we have about 45 different seats for students. And then in the front of the class or behind me are all the whiteboards where your teacher will either post notes, lecture notes. On the top parts, the presentation screens come down. And then we have just windows to add in some natural light. But whenever you come to any class, all the ones are structured like this unless you're in the laboratory building. When you come outside of the classroom, you can see that we have classrooms on my right and then office buildings on the left-hand side. And all of this is structured so that you have easy access to your professors. So whenever you are in a classroom and you have questions and you're struggling, you can go to your professor's office hours and they'll be able to come right across the hallway and you can ask your professor questions. There are a variety of vending machines here on campus, so if you ever get thirsty or hungry, you can buy or purchase a drink. Here we have a Monster one, and then this is the women's restroom on the side. There's a ton of different seats that you can sit in. And then here is our hallway. So there are a lot of the times we have events here where we have like monthly munchies. The polio leaders will come and sit there. And polio leaders are pretty much mentors for freshmen who are first coming into campus. And right now we're approaching our courtyard. The courtyard is a really cool spot on campus because a lot of things happen here. So this is primarily where we have a lot of different events. Throughout the first month of school, we have Club Rush Week. So all the clubs line up here on my left down this little walkway, and they try to get students to sign up for clubs. So there's a variety of different clubs that you can do, ones that relate to your major or ones that are interest-based. So there's like film club, marketing club, accounting club, and if you're ever interested in making a club, you just need about 6 different people and a faculty leader to sign up for the club, and then you can start your own. But it's really cool because this spot holds really significance to me as a senior. I'm graduating this upcoming May, and we're actually going to graduate right on campus here. So my graduation will be right in front of us, and we all will line up there. Our parents and friends will sit down here, and it'll be great memories. And then now we're going to go up into the campus center building. The campus center building is a really cool building. There's a lot to do in here.
Hey guys, I'm Joanne. I'm a student here at UH West Oahu studying hospitality and tourism. Here's our enrollment services office. So when you do become a student here, it's the admissions, financial aid, and office of registrar. And at the end of the hall here is our cashier's window. Let's go check out the rest of the campus center. So when you walk down the hall here, to my left is the credit union. So when you do need to go to the cashier's office, you can pull out money from here. This is our Na'ulu Wellness Center. There's machines in there, you can work out, hang out, and there's also meeting rooms, more meeting rooms here at the end. And then what you're seeing now at the end of the hall there is our dining hall, which is where I'm going to take you next. You can purchase food there, study there, hang out. It's a pretty cool place in there. Ooh, it's hot today. Yep, so this is our dining hall. It acts as our cafeteria. They have really good food in here. Smoothies, pizzas, hamburgers, and it's relatively cheap. Oh, look, there's Joe. Hey, Joe.
Thank you, Joanne. All right. So this is the caf, just like Joanne mentioned. It's one of the best spots to come and hang out in between classes. You can buy food here through the spot, or come and hang out, watch TV, study. We also have microwaves at the back of the caf where you can warm up your food if you want to bring home food. I actually bring my own food because I like to eat a lot, and so I abuse that microwave. But we're going to be heading out of the campus center building. I just want to recap, if you are interested in doing in-person tour because you felt like, hey man, this guy Joey's so awesome and the students are so awesome, you can definitely schedule one of those tours. We're gonna have the link up for you guys in just a little bit. But as we're walking back, just to recap about UH West Oahu, we're a small university, we're growing, but our focus is to offer students individualized, personalized attention in our classrooms with high quality education so that you get the help you need from your professors, and they have their professors that have teaching excellence awards. And to me, this is one of the best reasons why I came to West Oahu, and why you should definitely come and check us out. If you want to check us out in person, you can go ahead and check out the link on my left hand side. If you want to know more information about West Oahu or want to stay connected with us, you can go and check out the information on my right hand side, and that's where you'll be able to fill out some information. We'll keep in contact with you, send you some information about programs, updates about the university, and keep us all connected with you. Other than that, thank you so much for joining us on this tour. Have an awesome day. Mahalo.